Come on, make you look presentable. There we go. How much of that did you see? Hi everybody, I'm AlphaNephil and this is Derpy. Welcome back to Hyrule Warriors. Ignoring everything that just happened, let's get on to the next scenario. I'm going to be playing as Sheik with my Typhoon Harp. If you're wondering why I'm only having one weapon of each person, it's because I've recently gone through and just sold everything. If you need someone leveled up and you don't have the rupees for it or the time to sit there and level them up, sell all your weapons except for the one you need most. Do whatever fusing you need to do to get that weapon up to par, then sell everything else. You will have a ton of rupees. You'll easily get anyone up to at least around in the 50s if you need to. So this is my weapon of choice for Sheik, a Typhoon Harp that I've lovingly given the elements of water, fire, and darkness. And actually, I wish I had one that had like 5 slots, because the idea was that it would have its natural element of lightning, but plus those. But I realize now why that's a thing. So I want a weapon with 5 slots so I can give it all 5 elements.
At the fairy's request, Impa had fought her way to the summit of Death Mountain to rescue Princess Rudo. There, she subdued the Goron chieftain, Darunia, who had temporarily lost his senses. Upon freeing Princess Rudo, however, Impa was shocked to learn the reason for the conflict between the Zora and Goron people. The ancient water temple was teeming with monsters that poured from the Gate of Souls. What's more, the monsters were apparently led by Princess Zelda herself. Hoping to make sense of this disturbing revelation, Impa and her newfound allies journeyed to Lake Hyrule. When they arrived,
that sucks that. Oh no, Derpy!
Seemingly consumed by evil.
No, Derpy, you okay? You okay, Derpy? Okay, I'm very sorry. Very sorry, Derpy. Okay, it's a shame that Rudo and Agatha aren't really playable in the story mode until you unlock them. I mean, I've got everyone unlocked and all the DLC, but still, getting them was a pain. So I know what to do here. Lake Hyrule, home of the most infamous dungeon in Zelda history. La 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 la. Probably have a cafe mask for Impa. I probably should have taken that off. I've been going to Termina lately. I've got the costumes for Sheik and Rudo. I want to get the one for Midna, see what that is. Midna and Lana. Those two are my priority. But it's kind of hard heading north to Snowhead for Midna's, and I have to get an A rank right off the bat just to get towards Ikana to get Lana's. Lana and Ikana. You guys make it very hard to play beautiful music. Hey, how you like this? How you like this? Uh-huh. You like it? 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 Like it? You like it? Hey now, here we go, DJ. Why is this song in my head? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Rescue Rudo. Oh, Rudo's all the way out here. Cease fighting for the unworthy and follow my royal command. Eat darkness! That just looks weird. The mask looks weird. For those of you who are wondering, who haven't been able to get any of the costumes from the Termina map, Rudo's costume is the Zora mask. Which, if you ask me, is kind of racist. I don't know, that just seems like it would be racist in the Zelda universe to just give the Zora a Zora mask. Of course, this means that more than likely Darunia is going to have the Goron mask, but that leaves the question of who's going to have the Deku mask. Come on, you want a piece of me, you little Zalfo? Kaboom! Going this way first. This ability right here, the little lightning thing, works wonders if you're playing a scenario that does all devastating attacks. Just get enough distance on them to activate it, then just charge right through. You'll clear a whole swath of them. Why did I accidentally throw bombs? Is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be the thing? I should have taken off the mask. I don't know why I put it on. It's just weird. Oh, it's a weapon, not a heart container. Who gets the heart container here? Rudo, you don't look like you're doing too good. Okay, this has kind of like the same thing as with that it used to be with a Wind Waker. You can't see what's on here. Thankfully now with Wind Waker, I've got the Pro Controller, so that you can actually see what's on my maps and stuff. I just have to pull it up. Now, problem with this is at least one person has to be using the Wii Pad for this game. By the way, just a quick note to Nintendo, your little controller setting, where you could like first person control, player one controls one of these, player two controls something else, you can switch it. That doesn't work. Even if you set a player one to like the Wii Pro controller and player two to the pad, it just automatically player one is still the Wii U pad. So that needs a little bit of work. It's not much, but it is something that people could complain about. Her useless truth. The hero left in the temple some time ago. Yeah, not just a hero. Come on. Refer to your fiancée by name. It just kind of bugs me how that right there is the closest any of the characters from the other times come to mentioning their respective hero. That and what Fi says in her scenario when you first meet her. Lots of enemies! Yeah, that's trouble. That's a problem. Hey guys, I'm leaving this to you. Because I gotta do some stuff. So many enemies I have to pass by. Sheik is actually not very strong compared to a lot of my other characters. You watch Ninja! Yeah, I know it's in here. Yeah, you used that as an opportunity to just kind of sneak away from me. But it didn't work. Alright, there's one down. Rita will be fine for a little while. Oh, it isn't completely done yet. Open the other floodgate. Hurry! Also, another thing. I know that would be kind of convoluted to have multiple Links and Zeldas, but if something like this were to actually happen in Zelda canon, which I must emphasize, this is not Zelda canon, the creators themselves said so, but if this was part of the canon, you better believe that the Links and Zeldas of these timelines would get involved. Like the like Navi said that someone named Zelda appeared. Yeah, there's already a Zelda here in the era of the hero. So, and that Zelda, upon hearing about what was going on, would immediately come to find out what was going on and bring this, the hero of time, with her. You better believe the hero of Twilight and the hero of the Sky would get involved in their own timelines. Not to mention, especially given the fact that since you fight Demise in the Skyward Sword timeline, it implies that that's still taking place during the Skyward Sword game, where before Demise is before the Imprisoned is completely destroyed. I said fight Demise. You don't fight Demise. You fight the Imprisoned. It's easier to just call him by his actual name, Demise. So yes, as far as story and timeline stuff goes, this does have a lot of inconsistencies, but you know what? It's not about how it matches up with any of the timelines or anything like that. It's the experience of having all your favorite Zelda characters in one place fighting together. Being able to be all of those characters. That's the whole point of this game. It's not supposed to make sense or really fit in with anything. It's just supposed to exist and be enjoyed. And actually, that's pretty much the deal with any Zelda game. They're not supposed to be put together into a timeline. Though I will admit I am as guilty as any other Zelda fan of doing so. They're just meant to be enjoyed. Now, some things are intentionally put to be like following each other. Like, obvious, Majora's Mask is obvious. That was supposed to be like an add-on to Ocarina of Time. It just ended up being its own game. And like with Wind Waker, it actually, the start of the game, it mentions the events of Ocarina of Time. And of course, same thing with Twilight Princess. It mentions how Ganondorf was trying to worm his way into Hylian Court, but then was caught and killed by the sages. So yes, there are throwbacks to previous games, but like after that, fans began to expect the game. And those aren't the only other cases of the game, if each of a certain Zelda game having an actual sequel of sorts. But after that, fans just began to expect each game to fit somewhere in the timeline. And Nintendo, being the kind-hearted game developers they are, tried to give us what we wanted, and that pretty much limited what they could do. It didn't give them as much freedom to do what they would have wanted to do with Zelda as they could have, because they had to kind of put things in kind of like a canon order to try and fit a timeline that never should have really existed in the first place. That's why I think it's good that they're rebooting the series. Oh, she gets a heart piece. Because I think a good reboot is what The Legend of Zelda needs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have never played a bad Zelda game. And, well, of course, that's probably because I've never played the CDI games, but come on. They don't count. Those are not actual Zelda games. Those don't count as Zelda. But anyway, as far not counting the CDI games, there is no such thing as a bad Zelda game. But what Zelda really needs is to be freed from the timeline. Just to be free from the reincarnation cycle of the hero. Which, don't get me wrong, that was an awesome thing for all the Zelda games to be connected in that sort of way, but it was still very limiting to what could be done. So even with all this happening, these games will still be good. Nothing will ever change that. But I get the feeling that the new Zelda game that's coming out for the Wii U, or the Nintendo NX, or whatever it ends up being called, will be better than any other Zelda game. Where's Impa? Did Impa go down while I was talking? Okay, fine. Fine. I'll go fight Zelda. Trying to have a conversation with my viewers. I can't because y'all can't take care of your own dang selves. Very ghostly. Very lifeless. An idiot, I broke myself in the matter. You leave me no recourse. Yeah. Yeah, kabooski. Gotta hurry before they go down. Oh yeah, I forget. Darunia is actually afraid of Queen Dodongo for very legitimate reasons for Goron. Oh, I'm sorry, is my little bubble keeping you from doing your thing? Here we go. What's this even do? What's this ability even do? Oh, it acts as a shield! That's neat! Here we go. Hilarious how the costumes stay. How did you see through my disguise? You can't be Zelda. Because I am Zelda. I was half scared the mask would still be there. Princess, you're alive! Impa, forgive me for not telling you. Let us close this gate together. All right. It's almost 3 o'clock. Okay, well, that's it for that. So I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to try and get a couple more of these in before I have to go to work today. Might be able to get the Twilight Princess scenarios done. Excuse me. Recommended water. And I'm only allowed to play as Lana. Yeah, that's great if you have the spear, but there's not always the guarantee that you're going to have it by the time you get here. So, yeah. Oh, well. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.